Hi, buddy. My name is John Fisher. Welcome to HiddenValleyGuardians.com. So I'm going to give you guys a real good tip. It's something that I did myself. If you remember the old Hidden Valley Guardians website, I used a Blink system. It was intricate. I had to drill holes. I had to keep them in a metal mailbox to protect them. And then I had to change the batteries all the time, and it was just a pain in the butt. And, your normal, kind of like user-friendly type of a scenario would not apply. It was complicated. It took me almost a whole day to figure it out. And then Blink came out with this outrageous new system, which has a solar panel. What made the old one bad was the batteries kept wearing out, especially if you're on the street. My mailbox on the street, and I was catching people coming east and west. So every time a car went by, no matter how sensitive I put the actual settings, it was catching it, which is what you want. I mean, if someone just hit your neighbor, you want to see that car going by and hopefully get the license plate number or a description of the person and a description of the car. So, it worked, but it was kind of like not ideal. And then Blink, and by the way, I don't work for Blink, and I'm not getting a commission from Blink, and quite frankly, I don't like Amazon, but they're convenient, so what can I tell you? Amazon owns Blink now. So Amazon has sales, so you're not ready right now. They just had a sale, and you can buy those things cheap. I think the whole system was like $75 each. And it comes with a mounting plate, and it comes with a solar panel, and then you actually put the Blink camera in there. Let me tell you, Blink cameras are so easy. The most important thing about them is that, especially if you're in Hidden Valley, you got to split your Wi-Fi signal. So Comcast, will play all kinds of games with you, unless you get serious and you know what you're talking about. But there's the combined of 5 gigs and 2.4 gigs, megahertz. And what happens is a lot of the new stuff, new cameras and new systems need a dedicated 2.4. They can't just take that 5.0 and the 2.4 and suck out the 2.4. So like in my house, hypothetically, I've got one system that spreads it because I have a 2-story building. And then I have one of them that is the 5.0 and one of them that is a 2.4. So in the particular case of the Blink system, it's on the 2.4. So I've got 3 networks. I've got one network that spreads the signal all over the house. I mean, I got in my bathroom, tucked into my bedroom, half a gig. I got 1 gig Comcast service. And surprisingly, since AT&T showed up putting the fiber optics, Comcast has gotten outrageous with reliability and full strength. I mean, it's amazing. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. But you need the 2.4 in order to operate. So if you have Wi-Fi right now, and if it's just one particular Wi-Fi, you're going to have to just call up Comcast. Don't get scared. This is easy. And they'll split it for you. They'll split the 5.0 and the 2.4. And then when you hook up the cameras, you'll hook it up to the 2.4. Because what happened was Blink just flat out and came out and said, hey, you can't use the split system. You can only use 2.4. And Comcast wasn't willing to adjust. And the Comcast said, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. And then I had a problem. Some kid out of India somehow did it. And then I called Comcast. I own ComcastComplaints.com. And I got so pissed off at Comcast, I was ready to wail. And then finally, somehow, they figured it out. And that website's still up there, and it's getting 1 million complaints, and I don't even pay attention to it. But the bottom line is, it works really well. Anythingcomplaints.com works really well. Anyway, I'm off target here. If you take a look at the picture I showed you, you go to Amazon, you order the Blink and the solar panel. I think they're $75 on sale, whatever. You get 2 of them. You screw them in securely into your actual mailbox. If you're worried about it, it pops out real easy. Just comes up and it just comes out. But I mean, yeah, they could always steal the camera. They could always rip the camera. But the bottom line is, it's dark, and if it's a black mailbox, preferably a metal one, that you could really screw it into securely. I would even use bolts, but they can still pop it out. I mean, if you're really worried about it, use super glue and just lock it into place. And the only way you could unscrew the mounting plate is from the inside of your mailbox. Call me up and I'll talk you through it. But I got to tell you something. If you don't have a security system with cameras, for less than $200, you could have one that works so good. It's just amazing the way it shows up in your camera. It's so easy to pull it up. There's all kinds of settings, and I got to tell you, I could tell you exactly what's going on in every, all 6 cameras that I have that are Blink, and I've got some other backup system sensors and whatever. So, I have a pretty secure house, and the reason I do it is because of all the break-ins that we had, a while back, and I wanted to make sure to bulletproof the house and know when someone's in my backyard, know when there's a coyote in my side of my house, know when there's a possum, hanging out in my jacuzzi. And I used to have a big iguana that used to love using my jacuzzi as a toilet. That was kind of embarrassing. But I love iguanas, by the way. So, yeah, if I'm all over the place, I am. The message is, it's real easy to do the Blink system. I posted a couple of pictures of how I did it. You can do it too, and feel secure that, if anyone comes around or anyone stops by stealing packages from you, or anyone trying to break into your car, or even come anywhere near you, you'll have that mailbox, and you can point those cameras any direction you want. So I could see, it's a wide angle, I can see all the way down the street, and I can see into at least a quarter of my driveway. And they work very, very well. So again, Blink camera with the solar attachment. I just bought one. I think it was $75. It was on sale. Every time there's a holiday, they put them on sale. All you need is 2 of them, one for each side of the mailbox. I showed you the picture, how to mount them. Any questions, call me, 561-239-0364. And that's your first step for crime prevention and securing your property and your automobile. Thanks for your time. Have a beautiful day, and God bless.